at the final PLE before we make it to WrestleMania. We are talking about the steel linked cage with 4 pods and 2 men starting it. We are talking about the Elimination Chamber. We are talking about the structure that was made in 2002, so we can find out which men can go through this high stakes, ruthless chamber and find out who is going to be main eventing night 2 at WrestleMania against our WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. Now, really quickly, if you guys enjoy professional wrestling content, do me one small favor. Hit that subscription button and ring that bell so you guys get future videos. With that being said, let's talk about who I think should win the men's and the women's Elimination Chamber matches. I know in that intro, I messed up just a little bit, and I forgot to mention our women's champion, Rhea Ripley, because the women's Elimination Chamber is going to dictate who is going to be facing Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Now, we have 6 women that are stepping into that Elimination Chamber match. We have Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and our good old NXT rookie, Roxanne Perez. Now, I do believe that this is a 3-woman race with one little dark horse in it, and it was also my dark horse for the Royal Rumble. So if you watched that video, you guys know who the dark horse here is going to be as well. It's my same exact dark horse. But the 3 women that I believe are more than likely to win this match, I believe it is between Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, and Alexa Bliss. I believe those 3 have the best odds, I would say is the right word for it. I believe they have the best odds to win this match. I do believe that their storylines have the best ability to go in certain directions when it comes to Rhea Ripley. And my dark horse is Roxanne Perez. I do believe that the Elimination Chamber is there to really create stars. We saw Roxanne get elevated like crazy inside the Royal Rumble. Last year, Tiffany Stratton had her coming out party at Elimination Chamber. I do believe Roxanne Perez will have her coming out party here, and I do believe she'll have big moments. I do believe that she actually does have a chance at winning. I think her and Rhea Ripley would put on an amazing match, and I believe it would elevate her to levels that, not many rookies get in the WWE. So let's talk about the 3 women that I think could win this match. So Liv Morgan's a very obvious one. I do believe that their story isn't done yet. I do believe that they have not finished their little story. And I do believe that it was always supposed to end at WrestleMania. And I do believe that she probably has the best odds to win it. She has been somewhat relegated to the tag team division with Bianca and Naomi. But I do just believe they are doing that because it's 4 pretty big names that are going at each other who don't have really direct stories right now, because I believe Bianca Belair and Naomi are supposed to be having a story with Jade Cargill once we get there. And I believe Liv and Raquel kind of have the Judgment Day story in a funk until they break up the Judgment Day. But then you have Alexa Bliss, which I will get to in a minute. But Liv Morgan, I believe, is just an easy one. They'll finally get to completely end the story at WrestleMania. I believe if she does win, they do get some crazy stipulation. I think it'll be a steel cage because they're not going to want Raquel or any of the Judgment Day people involved. And I believe that if they go that way, that is the right way to do it. Next up is Bianca Belair. And I just think it's such an easy one because Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are the 2 biggest women in the WWE. Like they are 1A and 1B for the WWE in terms of popularity, in terms of in-ring, in terms of everything about them character-wise. They're 1A and 1B, and I believe them clashing at WrestleMania is something that like everyone, it's like one of those dream matches. You have 2 of the best women in the company. You'll get the match. I'm sure there will be some funny stuff that happens in it, but it's one of those things where it's like, wow, like you have the best match you could possibly make, right? Like this would be a crown jewel match realistically, where you have champion versus champion, because these 2 are the best women in the business. Such an easy match to make, very exciting. It'll be a banger of a match. Now, the interesting one here is Alexa Bliss. And the reason why I think Alexa Bliss is very interesting here is Rhea Ripley kind of plays like this, out of world character. She's the Eradicator. She's got this kind of like dark look to her. And I do believe Alexa Bliss is going to take over the Wyatt 6. I believe that we'll go back to the point where, if you guys remember, the powers were taken away from The Fiend by Alexa Bliss. That is why he lost his title. You guys remember when she popped out and she had like all that black like goo on her. And it was said that she basically took the powers from The Fiend. And I believe she still has those powers. And I believe she will be running the Wyatt 6. Can you imagine a Wyatt 6 storyline, like a evil, out of world like figure against Rhea Ripley, and you have the Eradicator against Alexa Bliss with her powers against each other. I think it'd be awesome visually. I think it'd be awesome storytelling. I think it'd be actually the only way it would be a believable right now that someone beats Rhea Ripley if they have, you know, otherworldly powers and stuff like that. So I think that would be like the most like interesting story to go along with it. And then Roxanne's just an easy one. I believe if you want to elevate a new star into the main event where it's believable that they are a main event player, you have them go up against the champion at WrestleMania, right? Like that's like the easy formula. You want to make someone a main eventer, you have them go up against the champion at WrestleMania. Boom, Roxanne. Now anyone she faces, she could face any one of the women at the top of the card, or she could bring up the Julias, the Stephanie Valquers, the Jordan Graces, and if they feud, they automatically get elevated as well. Now, if I had to make my prediction on who's going to win, I'm realistically going to say Liv Morgan. I think she's the easy pick here. I think this one's actually unpredictable because I do think one of those three women win. Alexa Bliss has won it before, so she has the experience. But I have a strong feeling that Liv Morgan probably will take this win and they'll finish the storyline with Rhea Ripley for good at WrestleMania. Now, man, oh man, do we have a banger for the men's elimination chamber. I think this match is being very slept on. We're talking about John Cena on his farewell tour looking to get number 17. We are talking about CM Punk that has never main evented at WrestleMania and can finally have his moment. We are talking about last year's champion Drew McIntyre looking to defend his title inside the chamber. We have Logan Paul. Logan Paul, who's Logan Paul? You know who Logan Paul is. We have Damian Priest, the former World Heavyweight Champion, and Seth Rollins, the Grand Slam Champion and the best in the world. The amount of storylines that we have in this match, within the match itself, between CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, between Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, between John Cena, CM Punk, between Logan Paul and CM Punk, all of these different types of interactions that we've had with them. Now all 6 of these guys are going to be in the Elimination Chamber, all gunning for Cody Rhodes. And man, oh man, I believe this is a 2-horse race. And I'm sure you guys know exactly who those 2 horses are. But, I do want to do a little but. We're going to do our little side theory on a previous video that I did, which gives us 2 potential other winners. So if you had to realistically guess, I believe John Cena and CM Punk are the 2 favorites to win this match. John Cena main eventing WrestleMania on his farewell tour would not only sell an amazing amount of tickets, it would also have the most interest. Can John Cena win number 17 by beating Cody Rhodes, the biggest babyface in the company, and overcoming that challenge? Can CM Punk finally main event WrestleMania and beat the guy that he literally has told he's not going to stab him in the back, he's going to stab him in the front, and reclaim the WWE Championship after not being in the company for nearly a decade? Now, those 2 guys, I just think like it's very obvious one of those 2 will win. I go back and forth every single day. I think it's going to be CM Punk. I think Triple H has basically told us it's going to be CM Punk. The amount of promos he had CM Punk talk about winning, he's the only guy that had a true face-to-face with Cody Rhodes telling him for like 15 minutes in the ring that what he is going to do and how he's going to do it, how he's going to battle all of his insecurities, how he's just going to take all that weight off of his shoulder of being a champion and show that he has done it and knows what it's like to be a champion. But man, oh man, well, the story for this guy right here. Oh my man, if John Cena is main eventing WrestleMania on his farewell tour, going for number 17, the record-breaking number, how do you say no to that? Now, before I tell you who I think is really going to win this match, I think we do have 2 dark horses for the sole reason that if The Rock gets in Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre's head and promises them that they are going to win that match against Cody Rhodes if they just make it to WrestleMania, I believe one of those 2 will win. They're the only 2 that I believe can be manipulated by The Rock and would actually like let the dark side take them in, because they've done it before. We've seen Seth Rollins get taken by the Shield. We've also seen Drew McIntyre join sides with the dark side when it comes to going up against other opponents like he did with Judgment Day last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like these guys we know can be a little coerced. And I believe if The Rock gets to them, I can see them making sure they win the match so they can face Cody Rhodes. Now, who do I realistically think is going to win? I believe it's going to be CM Punk. I do believe CM Punk finally gets to main event WrestleMania, and John Cena will be coming up just short again like he did at the Royal Rumble, which will make him super desperate to try to make sure that he can get there by having a match at WrestleMania that can maybe promise him a #1 contender. Maybe he ends up winning the Money in the Bank. Maybe he ends up winning some kind of #1 contender tournament to have a match at SummerSlam. But I do believe that John Cena's tour of getting to a title match does not end at Elimination Chamber, and CM Punk will win. Now, I do believe that you're going to have The Rock play some shenanigans in this. And, you know, The Rock never wanted CM Punk to main event WrestleMania. He stole that from him. He stole that WrestleMania main event match from him. Remember, Dwayne Johnson is in the main event of WrestleMania, and that makes me sick. I realistically think this is the best way to go, and I think that that match is going to be a banger. I think all of Elimination Chamber is going to be a banger. I think the Sami Zayn and KO match is going to be mwah. I believe everything else they're going to be doing on that card is going to get me excited. I'm going to be in the audience. I will be there. So I will let you guys know what the atmosphere was like in a future video. I still have to get the Royal Rumble video out. I don't know if it'll be out by the time we post this. But we have a Royal Rumble video coming and all that cool stuff. But I want to know from you guys who was going to win the Women's Elimination Chamber, who's going to win the Men's Elimination Chamber. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know your excitement levels for this Elimination Chamber. And if you guys have not yet, hit that subscription button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Supposedly, everyone that likes the video gets sent out to 100 more people so we can get more people seeing them. Ring that bell for notifications so you guys see future videos. And I want to say this is much love from me to you guys. Peace out, everybody.